My ex cheated and then forced me to raise her affair child. My ex-wife Brianna and I split when our daughter Zoe was 6. I did shared custody, paid every month, went to her stuff, thought I was being decent about it. Last summer, Zoe said something weird while I was driving her to school. She goes, "Mom's friend Kent used to bring me those cookies I liked when I was little." I had no idea who Kent was. Asked her and she said he was just some guy who came over a lot back then. Said he and Mom were friends. That stuck in my head all day. I didn't know any Kent. Started thinking about how Brianna acted after Zoe was born. She got really cold, picked fights constantly, acted like I couldn't do anything right. We barely made it to Zoe's 6th birthday before Brianna said she wanted a divorce, said we'd grown apart. I didn't fight it because I was exhausted, but I couldn't stop thinking about Kent. How Brianna never wanted me at Zoe's doctor appointments. How she'd get defensive if I mentioned Zoe's brown eyes when neither of us have brown eyes. I bought a DNA kit from the pharmacy, tested Zoe and myself when she stayed over. Results came back 3 weeks later while I was eating lunch in my car. 0% match. Nothing. I drove straight to Brianna's place, showed her the results on my phone. She looked at it and just sighed, said, "Okay, yeah, Kent's probably her dad. So what?" I couldn't speak. She leaned against the door and told me Kent was from her old gym. They hooked up for over a year during our marriage. She knew Zoe was probably his but didn't say anything because we were already married and it was easier. I asked why she didn't tell me during the divorce. She smiled and said, "Because you signed the birth certificate and you've been her dad for 6 years. I looked it up. No judge will let you walk away now. You're legally stuck either way, so why cause drama?" She'd planned this. I left before I lost it. Next day, a lawyer told me Brianna was right. In my state, if you're married when the baby's born and sign the birth certificate, you're the legal father. Since I'd been Zoe's dad for 6 years doing custody and support, that's established paternity. He said I could challenge it, but it'd cost thousands and I'd lose. Brianna got bold after that. Started texting stuff like, "Thanks for the payment. Dance classes aren't cheap." I wanted to break my phone. I spent every night reading family law cases online. Took 3 months, but I found a case where a guy sued his ex for paternity fraud and won back all his child support. He proved she knew about the affair and deliberately deceived him. I had proof. I'd recorded Brianna's confession, which is legal here. Had her texts admitting she trapped me. Found Kent on social media with old photos Brianna posted of him and baby Zoe. Got a new lawyer, Ms. Kowalski. She filed a lawsuit against Brianna for fraud and reimbursement of everything I'd paid. $58,000 over 9 years. Brianna freaked when she got served. Called screaming that I was abandoning my daughter. I said, "You told me she's not my daughter. I'm agreeing with you." Court was 4 months later. Ms. Kowalski brought everything. The judge called it deliberate deception for financial gain. Ruled in my favor. Brianna had to pay back every cent. Then the judge modified custody. I could either walk away completely or keep shared custody and she'd pay me support instead. I picked the second option, not for the money, because Brianna was moving to Arizona in 2 months with Kent, who got a job there. With the new custody order, she couldn't leave the state without my permission. She tried to appeal, but her lawyer said she'd lose more money. Kent left for Arizona without her 6 weeks later. Didn't want long distance. Last I heard, she's working 2 jobs paying me back. She texted last week saying I destroyed her life. I wrote back, "You should have told me the truth from the start."